Tuesday was the official start of Election Day, the first votes were counted, and the results will be coming in all night long, into Wednesday, and possibly beyond. For months, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris have been outlining their strategies for dealing with the economy, inflation, the southern border, abortion rights, and other pressing concerns. Additionally, they have attacked one another. Trump led Harris by 0.1 percentage points, far inside the margin of error for each of the surveys included in the Real Clear Politics average of national surveys, resulting in extremely narrow polling margins. For months, polls in swing states for the crucial Electoral College Map 2024 forecasts have been continuously close. Voters in the small New Hampshire town of Dixville Notch, who cast 3 votes for each White House candidate at midnight, mirrored the national split. When Joe Biden defeated Trump 4 years ago, he won all 5 Dixville notches. Follow the USA Today Network's live coverage of the 2024 presidential election as voters from all over the country cast their ballots, and return here to see the outcome. Both sides are ready for a drawn-out political war, so Americans hoping for the 2024 presidential contest to finish may not get their wish Tuesday. According to the Harris campaign, the nation may not know the outcome of the election for several days, as the crucial swing states have various count regulations. The process may take longer in North Carolina, where Trump defeated then-candidate Joe Biden 4 years ago by 73,697 votes, or 1.3%. According to Todd Zimmer, co-founder of the progressive nonprofit organization Down Home Carolina, no one here actually expects full resolution on E-Day, USA Today reported. The organization, which concentrates on organizing in rural areas, told its canvassers in a document given to USA Today to be prepared to assist with repairing voters' provisional ballots in the event that those votes are contested during a recount. According to Zimmer, a lot of activists, both liberal and conservative, expect days or even weeks of legal and administrative wrangling over election regulations. It almost seems the foregone conclusion as we expect a recount or some kind of post-election activity to secure the popular vote, Zimmer stated. Vance mocks Harris over Biden's clumsy remark and brands her trash. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance called Harris trash that needed to be removed during an election eve rally. The junior senator from Ohio initially blasted President Joe Biden during a rally in Atlanta last week for seemingly calling Trump supporters garbage. Biden claimed to be denouncing comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who a few days prior had called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage during a Trump rally. On Monday, Vance went back to the president and knocked Harris instead of Biden. "We are going to remove the trash in Washington, D.C. in 2 days, and it is Kamala Harris," Vance stated. Some Americans want to make their neighbors laugh once more during one of the most polarized and bitter elections in recent history. Andy Brown made the decision to put up his own political lawn sign in Goffstown, New Hampshire, which read, "Andy Brown, not running for anything. I only wanted a sign." Brown was soon taken aback when a friend of a friend added another sign that read, "Paid for by friends of Andy Brown." Brown therefore intensified the prank and displayed a custom banner measuring 3 feet by 5 feet, featuring a new campaign slogan. "I like big signs, I cannot lie," is a clever parody of the song, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Molly, a Labrador, is vying for the presidency of Arvada, Colorado, against Chloe, a terrier who lives next door. More treats, less squirrels, is the guiding principle shared by the 2 stumping dogs. Go here to read more amusing perspectives on the election. North Carolina will test a new voter ID law. Democrats in North Carolina worry that the new voter ID law may discourage people from casting ballots or cause votes from key groups, including as low-income voters, students, members of racial minorities, and the elderly, to be disenfranchised. For instance, although the State Board of Elections authorized the usage, a lawsuit filed by North Carolina Republicans prevented University of North Carolina Chapel Hill students from casting ballots using their mobile digital IDs. The board states that all voters may still cast ballots with or without a photo ID, but those who are unable to do so must complete a form outlining their reasons before casting a provisional ballot that could be contested before the final count is verified. The state's record 4.2 million in-person early voting ballots, according to North Carolina GOP spokesman Matt Mercer, refute radical Democrats' claims over the law's effects. "We have faith in North Carolina voters and their common sense that identification should be mandatory," he stated. Long delays and legal battles are expected. With polls showing a very close race between Harris and Trump, Both major parties anticipate legal disputes over voter rolls, mail-in ballots, and overseas ballots. Election authorities are alert for violent threats that have tainted the democratic process, as well as equipment malfunctions and software problems that hindered some local vote counts in previous elections. Trump has made no commitment to accept Tuesday's results, and he and many of his fans believe that the only reason for a potential defeat is widespread voter fraud by non-citizens. You may find real-time updates on election day issues here.